right? Let's think about times when, like, class has made us feel all out of place, ears are top, right? So, because we work in media, right, sort of, I am, like, from Essex, from a relatively modest kind of background. Because I work in media, I sort of go around acting like Bill Sykes. Oh, right, cool, blimey, love it, that'll stripe you, right? But, like, when I'm in sort of environments that are much more authentically working class, like I had to work for down a building site as part of a television programme, you know, well, I didn't have to do any real actual labour. Like, I've sort of realised, okay, you're not going to get away with that, them glottal stops will get you in trouble around here. So first of all, I sort of tried to use my sense of humour. That cut me no ice with them builders. That was
very discerning men.
Very discerning men. They saw through that rhubarb. And then the next, next in my social artillery was, I'll flirt with them and act all like dead camp. And by sort of
that's
like...
hardly part of an artillery, that's the wrong word.
What? Yes, it is, artillery.
Camp. Flirting.
My cows, righto, I've got a missile at camp that I'm going to blow right up you. I think it's a perfect use of, that's a good analogy, right? And I sort of ended up asking one builder, I ended up going to him, so, are you married? Are you? Well, big handsome chap like you. I've just made everyone on the building site feel really awkward and stuff. So, like, what I think, my position in terms of class is I sort of always feel a little bit out of place. There was one occasion...
And it's relative.
So it's relative, class is relative, right, yeah. Like, sometimes I feel like a forelock tugging greengrocer. What's that, dear? Like, you know, if I'm sales with, I don't know, Audrey Hepburn or something. No, because she's famously is Eliza Doolittle. She bounces right up and down the class ladder, doesn't she?
I don't think you're going to hang around with her. Get on with it.
With Audrey Hepburn, don't think I
I'm Audrey Hepburn.
Hold on a second. Well, really, what I wanted to mention is there was one occasion where sort of I was with these, I was in this pub, right, and this is when I used to drink. I was down in Swanage, and there was these rowers. It was a team of rowers, and I was like talking to a woman in their company, and one of them said sort of like, yeah, why don't you clear off, right? And I thought, what I'll do, knowing these people are rowers, they're bound to be right toffs, is I'll act as if I'm like some psycho maniac drug dealer. I went, oh yeah, coming in, smash the glass, started brandishing the glass, being all menacing, but they were rowers are fit, healthy lads with big shoulders, right, and the bouncer, for my own safety, had to drag me out of the bar and prevent me. They pursued me through the village of Swanage with torches, and I had to hide in people's gardens.
Torches?
I think they were actual sort of proper torches, but the image was it was like Mary Shelley imagery.
Like a lie then for a minute.
No, honestly, I was
ran all the way up to the castle on top of the hill, banged on the door.
I damn near regretted making that zombie man creation of mine. Yeah, so like, that's my examples. Now, Matt Morgan, we recently went and stayed in a beautiful luxury spa, didn't we?
Yes.
Shooting Glen. I am now one of those types of, one of the sort of advantages of my chameleon-like ability there is that whatever class I'm with, I could breakfast with a duchess, then, you know, have a mug of tea with builders, as long as they didn't mind me touching their bums, and I'd fit in each of those social environments.
Newspaper orders, The Sun and The Guardian.
The Sun and The Guardian, wow. There you are, see? Right-wing manipulative newspaper like The Sun, then lovely woolly liberal Guardian. Matt Morgan, though...
I was more terrified about money at every second.
What, at Chewton Glen, the expensive spa where we stayed, luxury, lovely spa.
Lovely place, yeah.
Expensive, though.
But I just thought every time someone offers me some help or gives me something, then... It was like any papers in the morning, all my brain's thinking, oh God, that'll be £100.
Yeah, you didn't understand even the simplest offers, though, did you? Right, like, you know, where if you're at a hotel, like, in the evening, a maid comes and goes, oh, it's time, hello, sir, would you like me to do turn down?
No,
like,
what happened was, I was playing music in my room quite loud. This woman knocked on the door, and I was thinking, this must be a bit loud.
She
knocked on the door, and she goes, would you like me to turn your room down? So I thought,
close the curtains, fold over the duvet. He panicked. Oh, crap! Oh, I'm ever so sorry, I don't belong here, he said, shoving his dirty socks into his duffel bag. I'll leave right away, I was never supposed to be here anyway, no.
Yeah, I felt pretty out of place there.
Yeah, you did, and you seemed it as well. What about on that other occasion?
What do you mean?
Oh, you just seemed out of place. Me, though, I was like a right top.
He walked around in his pants in the corridor. You're allowed to walk
around.
No, you shouldn't.
People like stuff like that. They thought I was a lovable eccentric.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, then there's another bit where I had given him a shirt to wash, and they returned it to the room, and he was in my room, and they goes, here's some pressing for Mr. Brand. He thought that they said, here's a present for Mr. Brand. I was all jealous. Where's my present? Did I get a present? All confused.
When did you get so at home in these places, anyway?
I don't know. know where I've got this class from. I sort of went from being poor to an absolute snob in like the beat of a heart, in the flap of an hummingbird's wing. What about you then? What other events were there where you was all embarrassed there, Matthew? You didn't look right in that dressing gown that he was wandering around in either.
I got into it.
He looked like old man Steptoe scratching himself in the corridors of that palatial hotel.
When we hired mountain bikes and you were too scared to go up a curb?
Was not. I just felt a sense of trepidation. Look at him just looking through his list of notes he's made about Chewing Glen. Oh, well, you were afraid to bump up a curb. I just felt it's a while since I'd ridden a bike, and like it's a bit, it can be
Fair
a bit.
enough, you can buckle a wheel.
Could
buckle a wheel.
Hey, I put a sticker on it. You know the Guardian gave away those little stickers of animals, right? I put a picture of a monkey because his girlfriend came and I was just down the corridor.
I don't have a girlfriend, I'm a single man. Don't attack my core market.
Okay. So I stuck a sticker on his door of a monkey.
Yeah.
Just as a little joke. And then, when I went out for a bike walk, because they hired bikes and you can get away from the calamity of it all and go off into the woods, I came back and there was this letter in my room. He had gone through the newspaper and created a
collage, a brilliant collage, such as a psycho might have done.
You can't even read it out, it's so rude.
Right, some of the words are, I alluded to the fact that there was a sex offender.
Dangerous sex criminal in this room, basically.
But I used more specific words cut out from newspapers.
Picture of a little monkey on a man's back. Picture of Ian Beale crying for some reason.
I put that and it was all newspaper clippings on his door, and it looked menacing, because if you see those, because that's how ransom letters are constructed, aren't they? So there's a faint air of menace.
Matt, you looked really out of place at that hotel. Things like that happening to me. And look, they sent me a letter saying, "Dear Mr. Morgan, please find enclosed your newspaper cuttings."
So someone had found that and thought he's put that on his door himself, put it in an envelope and placed it under his door. I was worried. I thought, oh no, I hope it's there long enough for him to see it. I hope he gets to see this brilliant jape. You put an orangutan on my door, I'll put this make you look like a sex criminal collage on your door. One of yours to the hospital, one of yours to the morgue. It was that mentality. But it turns out a member of the hotel staff found it, put it in an envelope, and put in this accompanying letter.
Some sort of advert.
That's brilliant.
We have removed it from your doors. We need to take into consideration our other guests. I'm sure you'll understand our position.
Yeah, he just sat there all confused. I'd like to know what they thought, because that means there's people still at Chewing Glen that think that Matt Morgan put up a notice on his own hotel room door advertising himself as a sex
worker. That's done, I'll go for a bike ride.
Now no one's in any doubt of my status here at Chewing Glen.